Imagine this. A father calls 911, desperate to get help for his 11-year-old daughter who has just been victimized by an online predator. But instead of finding compassion or assistance, the child is threatened with arrest by the very officer who was supposed to protect her. Take a look for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, she's in bed now. It's already asleep.
Well, what so happened though, right?
Yeah. I just, the whole point, I just wanted you guys to come over and talk to her. I mean, I just want her to realize what this was. I mean, in reality, there's not much you guys probably can do about it, is there?
I mean, she could probably get charged with porn.
Who, she can? Mm-hmm. She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being manipulated by a grown-ass adult on the
internet. Is she taking pictures now?
You guys have a nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Are you serious? Have a nice evening.
After the altercation, the concerned father, uncertain of what to do next, turned to social media. He uploaded the video of the encounter to TikTok, where it quickly went viral. The public outcry was immediate, with thousands of complaints flooding in against the officer's conduct. The officer in question, Columbus police officer Kelsey Schneider. Shortly after the backlash began, Columbus Police Chief Elaine Bryan issued a statement acknowledging that the incident was under investigation. She admitted the officer's actions did not align with the department's standards for how victims should be treated.
Every victim of crime deserves to be treated with dignity, compassion, and decency. What I saw in that video did not reflect.
But then the story took an unexpected turn. Chief Bryant later defended Officer Schneider, stating, "I will not take one incident and just write an officer off. These are teachable moments." But is that really true? Let's break this down. We're talking about an officer who threatened to arrest an 11-year-old victim of sextortion on the charge of creating CSAM. Not only does this show a complete lack of empathy, but it's also not even a crime in the state of Ohio.
Here to break down the case is Jennifer Coffendorfer, News Nation law and justice contributor and former FBI agent. Jennifer, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
Jennifer, what is your initial reaction to how officers handle this call, and specifically that interaction where he goes, "She's 11 years old," and the officer immediately replies, "Doesn't matter, she was still making porn"?
Well, the biggest thing that struck me wasn't necessarily the lack of empathy. What was even worse, in my opinion, was the lack of understanding of the law. Certainly federally, 18 U.S.C. 2251 says that you can induce or entice a minor to commit child pornography, and there are similar laws in Ohio. Furthermore, you can engage in sexing or showing photos of yourself legally as a minor in Ohio, meaning there's no law that says a minor can consensually do that. So this means basically it is the adult that's enticing that should be brought to charge.
As public scrutiny continued to grow, it became clear that Chief Bryant and the department were more interested in protecting Officer Schneider than holding her accountable in any way. Despite the controversy, Chief Bryant confirmed that both officers involved in the incident still remained on active duty.
I asked Chief Bryant if those two officers were still on active duty. She told me that they were, and that they will be waiting for the Inspector General to finish their investigation before deciding what the next steps are.
And then came the internal review. The department's investigation concluded there was no evidence of misconduct by Officer Schneider, claiming the complaints were unfounded and the incident was just a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding. Let's unpack that. According to the report, Officer Schneider thought the victim's father wanted her to take a scared straight approach with his daughter. Furthermore, Schneider claimed she did not know the child's age when she arrived at the residence. But that explanation doesn't exactly hold water. She then doubled down and made this claim again even after finding out the victim's age.
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn.
Who, she can? Mm-hmm. She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being manipulated by a grown-ass adult on the internet.
Is she taking pictures now?
Body cam footage also revealed even more alarming behavior, showing Schneider's dismissive and arrogant attitude towards the situation.
As those two officers walk away, one makes a comment.
She's taking pictures of herself naked. She's creating child porn. Yeah. Is that wrong? Nope.
So what exactly about facing zero consequences for behavior that doesn't align with the department's standards is a teachable moment. The only thing that got taught here was that the department will protect you even if you do something completely reprehensible. The victim's father later stated in an interview that he believed the department fabricated the misunderstanding narrative to sweep the incident under the rug.
Just before 7 p.m. on September 14th, Columbus police dispatchers received a call from a concerned father after going on his 11-year-old daughter's cell phone.
I found some text messages on there from somebody that I know to be, it's a grown man, and I do believe it's somebody that he's already got her to send him inappropriate pictures of her, and I didn't know if we just sent somebody out here, maybe they could look at the phone, maybe he could get caught. I don't know, they could do something about it.
Okay, hold on. He sent her photos or she sent him photos?
Both.
For anyone watching this, it's clear Officer Schneider committed a serious ethical violation by threatening an innocent child with a crime that doesn't exist. The implications here are staggering, legal, civil, and professional, and yet the department buried it. Even worse, the predator who targeted this child walked away unscathed, thanks in large part due to how poorly the situation was handled.
I see this as such a great opportunity for these investigators to make an amazing case. They should have gone in there. They should have interviewed this young girl. They should have looked at the cell phone consensually. They could have through the parents allowing it. And they could have even put together a sting type operation to entice him into conversations to see what he was saying and see what other minors could have been targeted as well through conversation. So they missed a golden opportunity really to uncover what this individual was all about that was enticing her.
Officer Schneider's focus was not on pursuing the predator. It was on blaming the victim. Every word, every action taken sent a chilling message that the victim was somehow at fault, even though she was only 11 years old. This is behavior that should concern everyone. Despite the international attention this case received, there were no real consequences for Officer Schneider. No suspension, no demotion, not even a slap on the wrist. The failure rests not only with the officer, but the entire chain of command, from Chief Bryant to the Columbus Police Department to the Civilian Oversight Board, which to this day has provided no public updates on their promised review of the case. So what's the takeaway here? First, parents need to know their rights. If your child is ever victimized by a predator, know this: your child is not to blame, ever. Predators are extremely manipulative, and children should never be punished for being coerced. Second, to anyone in law enforcement or positions of power for that matter, hear this: using your authority to blame or threaten a vulnerable child who has suffered a heinous crime that will haunt her for the rest of her life is nothing short of reprehensible, and in a just world, people like that would never wield such power again. Lastly, if you've experienced anything like this, or if you know someone who has, don't stay silent. Reach out, speak up, because protecting victims starts with accountability.